starts now.
3 men charged in a smash and grab. We break down the charges they're facing and the latest from the courtroom today. Plus, a former Rochester police officer now facing jail time. See how some say this case challenges the balance between right and wrong. And outrage at a potential tax hike in Warren County. What's behind the move and why county leaders say it's necessary. First, here at noon, the 3 men from Washington, D.C. charged in connection with Lola Saratoga's burglary on Saturday appearing in court this morning. This is the 3rd time the business has been hit in the past 8 months, twice at the Saratoga Springs location and once in Guilderland, this time the suspects being caught by police. CBS 6's Ashley Kusakonki joining us now live in the Spa City with the latest. Ashley. All right, Ashley, thank you. Taking a live look outside right now over Glens Falls on this Thursday. Let's send things over to Alyssa Cara-Priest for a check of that forecast. Alyssa.
Well, it's been a nice morning.
All right, Alyssa, thank you. New at noon, police arresting at least 1 person in connection to the death of actor Matthew Perry. The Friends star was found dead in a hot tub at his Los Angeles home last October, reportedly from the effects of ketamine. Perry was receiving infusions of the drug to treat anxiety and depression. Drowning was also noted as a contributing factor in Perry's death. A former Rochester police officer facing 10 weeks in jail after pleading guilty to the rape of a 13-year-old girl. Sean Jordan's crimes date back to 2022 when he admitted to having sex with a 13-year-old girl in his home. He was arrested last September, months after he was charged in a separate case for allegedly exposing himself to a 16-year-old girl. Assistant District Attorney Kelly Wolford acknowledged the challenge of balancing the need for justice with the trauma of putting a young victim through a trial.
And it's a very difficult situation. I'm a parent of 3 children myself, and it's one of those circumstances where you just look at it and say, there by the grace of God go I, because this was a child who trusted somebody, and he was an adult and he knew better, and he's the one to blame.
The victim's mother was in the courtroom during the sentencing, saying that Jordan's actions ruined her daughter's life and that he deserves to be in prison. In addition to 10 years probation and 10 weekends in jail, Jordan will have to register as a sex offender. A New York man suing Disney for the wrongful death of his wife facing a new hurdle. Disney trying to get it thrown out of court because the plaintiff, Jeffrey Piccolo, signed up for a Disney Plus 1-month trial years earlier. Lawyers argue the fine print for the streaming service states any disputes must be settled out of court. Piccolo's wife allegedly had a deadly allergic reaction from eating at a Disney World restaurant last year.
She was basically ripped from our lives, and it's a tragedy. She was stolen from him, and now, in effect, what Disney's doing is trying to steal his day in court, and that's a fundamental right that we all have.
The family plans to fight Disney's dismissal motion at a hearing on October 2nd. Her best friend says they need their day in court to get answers. The case could have implications for anyone who has ever signed a user agreement. Warren County currently has one of the lowest sales tax rates in the state, but that could soon change, and it has a lot to do with the storm damage the community has suffered. Warren County officials weighing the possibility of bumping up its county sales tax to 4% currently. Warren County and its neighbors, Saratoga and Washington counties, have a 3% sales tax rate, the lowest in the state. With roughly 35% of sales tax revenue made up by visitors, Warren County officials argue that increasing the sales tax would shift the cost burden from property owners.
Like everybody else, we've been dealing with the financial crunch of, inflation costs. It costs more for energy, for fuel, repaving roads. We've been dealing with, these storms that have just done millions of dollars worth of damage to county infrastructure in the last 6 to 8 months. And, the county has to bond, over $10 million for these repairs.
Some worry that the higher sales tax will drive consumers to shop in neighboring counties. The proposal is still in the discussion phase, with public hearings set to happen in the coming months. Still to come, today is National Relaxation Day. See how you can reduce your stress and the benefits of taking time off when we come back. Today is National Relaxation Day, the annual day to focus on yourself. Whether it's work, inflation, politics, or families, we are always on the go. But taking time away is key to reducing stress. A new survey by the Harris Poll reveals 2/3 of Americans feel guilty about taking time off. But on the other hand, 90% believe laziness is a form of self-care. Experts say taking intentional moments of laziness isn't always a negative. It can be good for the body and the spirit.
So if you can wrap your head around the benefits of leisure, there are so many, including decreased inflammation in the body. And that is sort of the precursor to all the different conditions, chronic physical conditions.
Take 5 to 10 minute breaks throughout the day and slip into a moment of leisure on a yoga mat, throw pillow, or recliner. Well, most parents would agree that there's nothing more exhausting and rewarding than having a new baby. In the U.S., 70% of average wage workers do not get paid family leave. Susan Elizabeth Littlefield has more.
Good job.
Dalton Hustle.
Happening now, Hurricane Ernesto leaving a trail of devastation across Puerto Rico. Manuel Bajorquez is in Dorado, Puerto Rico with the latest.
After Hurricane Ernesto,
Dry and in the upper 70s. Amani.
Alyssa, thank you. Now here's America's Steals and Deals.
The following.
There's a new group of hobbyists visiting America's lakes and rivers in search of sunken treasure. CBS's Michael George introduces us to magnet fishers.
CBS News, New York.
What's the saying? One man's trash, right? All right, we'll see you at 5. Have a great day.